Hey guys, I'm MegaGWolf and welcome back to the Sonic Hack Showcase. Today we'll be looking at a hack brought to you by Team Painto. This is actually the second game, Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Painto Edition. Not to be confused with Sonic the Hedgehog Painto Edition 2, which was entered into the hacking contest last year. Now this one's actually a fairly recent release. I'll get back to the other one in the future. So I'm 2 for 2 on lying to you about covering the hacks at the hacking contest last year. I know, I'm just that good. I haven't had a chance to try the multiplayer, so we'll just do single for now, with the most adorable character selection screen you've ever seen in your life. Welcome to Sonic 2 Painto Edition. Blah blah blah, stuff you can read in your own time. At last, more Sonic 2 hacks, some of you may be saying. At first glance, the game doesn't look much different visually. There is obviously a palette color change, but there's no custom art to see pretty much anywhere, unfortunately. And that's more of just a downside than a complete negative strike against the hack, because, you know, we like to focus about gameplay here at the Sonic Hack Showcase. He said, being the most, person to splurge about art ever. But that's not to say that the palettes chosen aren't nice. They are quite pleasing to the eye, and they do change between acts, which is always something I do enjoy. At least that little bit of extra effort if you're going to just change palette colors. And there is kind of custom art later down the line, because you'll be seeing levels from the beta levels, like based around the beta stages, you know, the wood zone and the... Oh no. Oh no. It's a special stage. Oh no. Guess what? So now you can make custom Sonic 2 special stages. A bit backstory, I do not like these special stages. I hate them. I actually don't like Sonic 1s that much, although the last hack we covered actually spruced up quite nicely. But I hate these stages. I will take Sonic 3's and Sonic & Knuckles special stages over this any day. And the fact that you can make custom ones now, that just opens a whole library of crap you can do to piss me off. So, I'm just gonna note that only the first one has been changed. Hallelujah. So, I'm gonna save myself the bother and not get any of the emeralds after this one came by. Mentioning that the first special stage is the only one that's been changed, that's because there are still some changes coming out. There is actually an end to this. You can complete the hack, but there are obviously some tweaks that are going to be made and so on and so forth. So imagine this is more like a Sonic the Hedgehog 2 Painto Edition Lite, or like a diet version, waiting for the full release later. Because if you were to play this hack from start to finish, you'll notice that the hack itself is actually very, very short. I'm talking like missing almost 4 or 5 whole stages worth of content. Unlike in some of these compressed hacks, and I don't know if it's intentional in this one or not, but it's quite nice to just say, you know what, I've got half an hour, let's play that Painto Edition. Since it is quite short, and the game itself is mainly focused around the gameplay and the level design this time around, let's have a look at these stages in order as they are presented to us and see what they're all about. Sunset Hill, which is our Emerald Hill equivalent, is alright. The palettes are quite nice. I prefer the palette of the second act, and the level layouts are okay. I only say okay and not great, if only because there are a few bottomless pits in the very first stage. Yeah, I'm invincible. Act 2 is a lot better with its high up loop-de-loops and its lovely blue/purpley palette. Very nice and pleasing on the eye. Boss is unchanged on this level, so I won't go into that. Next up, Green Forest, which was based around Wood Zone. Wood Zone was originally meant to be in Sonic 2, as far as I'm aware, but was cut for some reason, so art assets and such were flowing around, and this is actually technically new art, but it's commonly used in quite a few hacks that try and replicate like betas and stuff. So it's, you know, it's different at least. And level layouts are pretty basic actually. It's a very simple stage to go through. The boss is actually Spring Yard's boss, which I wasn't expecting honestly. Next we have Hidden Palace Zone, which isn't even changed. It is literally called Hidden Palace Zone in this, and officially now. Hidden Palace, originally another beta stage, which was actually fully made and released in the iOS version of Sonic 2, and it looks exactly like this. So even though this is technically custom, is not really, because it's official now, I guess. Custom official. It's from the base. It's hard, alright? And overall, the level design is pretty good. There's lots of looping pipes everywhere, and I enjoy going fast on this stage. And I love the color choices for the second act's palette. Very nice. And technically, since there wasn't anything to base it off of originally, the boss is a bit different too. Oh, hey, Bridge Zone boss, how's it hanging? Didn't expect to see you around here. I actually had a lot more trouble with this boss than I'd like to admit, but that's only because I was a bit thrown off by the timing. He actually speeds up halfway through the fight, but gimmick-wise, he's pretty simple, so yeah. Then suddenly, Sky Fortress Zone. This is exactly the same as Sonic 2, so honestly I don't really need to go into any details about this one. Though the difference is, you get a credit screen. Oh my god. Act 2, like the first stage, is not much different. Palette color change, which makes it look pretty cool. And apart from that, you know, nothing really major happening here. And we're already at the final boss. At least that's what I thought. I said to myself, oh hey, we're done already. It'd be funny if all of a sudden, you know, you fly into the Death Egg and then there's like a whole other half of the game and we have so much more content to explore and there's going to be a whole new level, and I called it. Holy shit, I didn't, what? Me recording this is actually the first time I played that, and I totally called it without intending to. Of course, Death Egg is a recolored chemical plant zone, which actually, it does make it feel a bit like you would be in the Death Egg, you know? I don't know why, but that palette color change really kind of fit. Since this is basically the last stage at the moment, the level layout is a bit punishing here and there, but nothing like the original chemical plant zone. Thankfully, there's no rising water section, so that already makes it like a billion times better. But the best part of this comes in Act 2. Oh, also at the end of Act 1, you fight Metal Sonic. Oh, Silver Sonic, sorry. Goddamn pedantic Sonic fans. Act 2 not only looks awesome, that background needed to be used in so much more things. Holy shit, I love it. It's so good. And it's a shame that half the time you see it, it's like behind all of this nonsense in the front. And I'm so happy to see it here. The best part of this act, though, you have low gravity. Like, you float around. It's really weird. It feels like you're underwater, like it has the underwater physics, without you actually being in water. It's such a cool feeling. And from here, you go on, you beat the final boss, and you win. You beat the game. So overall, pretty nice. It's a nice hack with some interesting level layouts, some neat little gimmicks here and there. And honestly, since it is quite short, it's definitely worth a try. As per usual, I'll link the thread in the description, and there will be updates to this coming out in the future, so maybe things will change. Maybe it will get a whole kind of different feel to it. But until then, this was Sonic 2 Painto Edition. Hope you've enjoyed. Throw us a like if you did, and I'll see you on the next Sonic Hack Showcase. Take care. Okay, thanks, bye.